Keep track of all the books, journal articles, websites, reports, all of the sources you draw on when you're researching your assignments so that you can cite and reference them. Failure to cite and reference your sources is plagiarism, so it's important to get this right. If you've been asked to cite and reference your sources in IEEE style, here's how to do it. Step 1 is to find your style guide. A style guide will tell you exactly what your in-text citations and references at the end of your assignments need to look like in IEEE style. IEEE style uses numeric references in text, numbers in square brackets, and where appropriate, a page reference, to indicate when you're drawing on something you've read. These numbers correspond to full numbered references at the end of your work. If you refer to the same source twice, you'll use the same number to refer to your source each time. The style guide that details all of this, and the one that we recommend for IEEE style here in DCU, is called Cite Them Right. To find Cite Them Right, go to the library website, click on Learning Support and Citing and Referencing, select Cite Them Right, and click on Cite Them Right online. If you're not already logged in, you may be prompted for your DCU username and password at this point. Click on Choose Your Referencing Style and click on IEEE Style. You'll then select the type of source you want to cite and reference from the quick links at the top, or from the fuller list below. Cite Them Right covers most, if not all, information types. It's fairly intuitive, so go in and have a look for the one you need. For example, it shows me how to cite and reference books, ebooks, journal articles, web pages, blogs, tweets, and research reports. You get the idea. Say I want to refer to something in this research report. According to Cite Them Right, the information I'll need to record about this report is that the authors are Anne Morrissey, Declan McGlade, Kieran Nolan, Brie Quilty, and Jenny Lawler. The title is One-Step Drinking Water Treatment Using Filtration and Nanostructured Composites. The name of the organisation is the Environmental Protection Agency, located in Johnstown Castle, County Wexford in Ireland. For the report number information, we'll need this reference number, as well as the report number, which is 234, and the publication date, which is 2017, and finally we'll also need the URL. Let's bring all of this information to Cite Them Right. Within the IEEE guide, choose Research and Research Report, and scroll to the examples given at the end of the page. We'll number this source 1, so within the text of our assignment, our in-text reference will look like this, and if we need to include a page reference, it will look like this. Refer to the IEEE Extended Guidelines whenever you need further clarification about how to cite and reference your source. As we can see in the Extended Guidelines, we would add a page, paragraph, or section number to the reference number where we're quoting or paraphrasing from a source, or we wish to highlight part of it. To format, our corresponding full reference that goes at the end of our work, we'll use the examples on the left for guidance and the handy box on the right to help with our formatting. From here, we can copy and paste the finished reference into our assignment, confident that it has been formatted correctly according to IEEE style. When we use the box on the right to replace the information there with our own, we leave any punctuation, spacing, and any italics firmly in place, because that's how the reference should be laid out according to IEEE style. First, we change this reference number to 1. We have 5 authors on this source. The Extended Guidelines will tell us how 5 authors should be laid out in your reference. Here we can see they're laid out in the order in which they appear on the source. There should be an and between the 4th and the 5th author names, and take note as well of the comma that precedes the and in the example. So let's enter our 5 author names in here according to the IEEE Guidelines. So that's A. Morrissey, D. McGlade, K. Nolan, B. Quilty, and J. Lawler. The title of the report goes into double quotation marks. Note here the comma that precedes the closing quotation marks. The name of the organisation is the Environmental Protection Agency. The location of the organisation is Johnstown Castle, County Wexford in Ireland. For the report number, we put in the 2011 reference number that we noted down earlier, and 234 as the report number, and the year of publication is 2017. We include an access date in case the URL changes or falls, and that just tells our reader that on this day, that URL was fine. A DOI is a digital object identifier and it's permanent, it won't change. Therefore, it doesn't need to be accompanied by an access date. If a source you're looking for has both a DOI and a URL, just include the DOI. This report that we're looking at only has a URL, so today's date goes in there and the URL. Then, copy ready for pasting into the references at the end of your work. To get a sense of how your in-text references and full numbered references should be laid out, see the sample text at the end of the extended IEEE guidelines. So that's it, how to correctly cite and reference a research report in IEEE style. The formatting of the references at the end of your work will differ depending on the type of source you're describing. So, a reference for a journal article will look slightly different to, say, a reference for a book or a research report. We suggest you spend some time with Cite Them Right and follow its lead. If you have any questions about how to cite and reference your sources in IEEE style, please get in touch with us.